Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Lazy Cat Reactions. This is Season 10, Episode 12 of Heartland, Sound of Silence. A devastating barn fire hits close to home for Tim and Casey. For the sake of morale, Tim insists on going ahead with plans to hold a rodeo. I hope all the animals will be okay. I probably should have grabbed Kleenex before this episode, so I might be a blubbering mess, but hopefully they get all the animals out. As it can still be devastating if there's a barn fire. And if you remember, there was a barn fire at Heartland, I think. Wasn't it at the end of Season 1, I believe? Or Season 2. It was one of those, but I think it was Season 1. So, yeah, it says, hits close to home for Tim and Casey. Unless it's not them, it just says a devastating barn fire hits close to home. So it might not be them. It might be someplace else, or maybe that place where they have left those barrel horses. So hopefully they'll be okay. They better be okay. You know, I was thinking about how we haven't seen much of Ty. I am glad that we kind of got to see where they were supposed to be in Mongolia, that they kind of did like an episode like that. That was good. But we still, of course, haven't seen much of him, which makes me wonder if maybe something was going on with Grand Wardle. If maybe he had wanted some time off because he was working on something else. Or what, you know. So I'm glad that we are seeing him a bit. I was a bit worried that we wouldn't see him at all with him going off to Mongolia. And my guess is that he's probably going to make it back in episode 16, 17, or 18. He's probably not going to make it back before that. My guess is that Amy goes into labor, and as the baby's coming, that's when he's going to show up. That's my guess. But maybe not. Maybe he'll be there before. Obviously, yeah, it's hard for Amy, and it does kind of seem like she's having second thoughts on letting Ty go. But I do think she knows that it was something he needed to do. And as Scott said, it's going to make him a better vet. So, obviously she supports him. She told him at the beginning of the season when he was considering it, she said, you know, better now than after the baby comes when I won't let you go. And I was kind of like, what? You couldn't really stop him even if you tried. But, yeah, now, of course, even though she's pregnant, it is still just the two of them. You know, as we know, a baby changes everything. So once that baby is there, yeah, he's going to be a lot more tied down than now. Doesn't mean he might not be able to do it in the future. You know, he might. Look at the way Lou and Peter are making it somewhat work. But it does make it harder. And I really hope they don't show too much with her in labor, because that's just going to suck if I have to sit and watch that. No, why do women do this? Anyways, let's get started. Oh no, it's starting right at the beginning with the fire. Please tell me you got the animals out there. So she and Clay are now buddies.
You're down, hotshot. You have to beat me first.
That's old news to me.
Whatever. You are so going down.
Be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey.
Was that the reserve? I was worried that that was the reserve. I just hope they got all the animals out.
Diabetes.
Your Hudson, Alberta lab.
Hi.
Early reports suggest there could have been up to 25 horses in the facility.
No!
Firefighters arrived south. It's yet to be confirmed how many horses made.
Yeah, we're in here.
Given the scale of the fire. Exactly, sit out of there.
Sure.
But how did Morgan get out? Why did the others not? Yeah, That barn is completely destroyed.
Oh, come on. Seriously, you gotta know something by now.
Tim, now let them do their jobs.
I just want some answers. I just want to know how it started.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I'm curious about that. He wasn't expecting there to be a fire, you ass. The problem is he's going to blame himself, but it's not his fault. You know, they're like, oh, to cut costs. And it's like, that could have happened anywhere. That's what I would have said to people. If they had been like that, I would have been like, that could have happened anywhere. You know, it's not like this person deliberately set fire to it. This could have been at Heartland. This could have been his place. This could have been Val Stanton's place. It could have literally happened anywhere. And what's up with Adam? Why is he, you know, the whole thing about insulin, was it that he was worried that she was telling people? Because, you know, as far as I know, she's like the only one who knows. I feel like this sweater could be longer. That's why I keep yanking on it. And I like it. I bought it at the internet earlier this year, but I feel like it might have been a little shorter than I would have liked, but that's why I keep yanking on it. But it's still long enough, so I shouldn't fuss with it. But the episode is called Sound of Silence. So my guess is that there's silence from someone, whether it's something happens with Ty and he goes silent, with Tim. You know, we'll find out.
They're not being fair.
Yeah, they're being
But
stupid.
any of this is fair, I guess. Lots of people are struggling, like you must be. You had horses there too.
Jack, I don't have time for this. I told you. I got a lot on my plate.
Yeah, here you are,
Mm-hmm.
by yourself, cleaning tech. That from the fire.
Me is new school. Why don't you close your eyes, deep, relaxing exhale out your mouth. Now picture yourself. You're at the rodeo.
Either.
But now they're gonna look at me differently.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Because it does make me different.
Yeah, it makes you different. The way you deal with your diabetes, the way you don't let it rule your life.
Yeah,
It makes you one of the strongest people I know.
she's right about
So it
that.
shouldn't have to be a secret.
This was a good idea.
They won't look at
Thanks
her
for twisting my
differently.
arm.
Or like the other way around.
I'd be like, you're the one
Ready for
who
another?
looks at yourself differently.
I think we should stick to one. We are in training.
Over and kiss her. I was like, yeah, what have you done first? Yep, I saw that coming. And you know, Tim feeling bad, he shouldn't. And I like how Jack was like, not everyone believes that. And as I said, just because he wanted to save costs doesn't mean that that's his fault. It could have happened anywhere. And I hate that those horses died. I mean, I like that Morgan got out, but I'm wondering, how did Morgan get out? Are they going to explain how Morgan got out and not the others? I like how Georgie was all concerned about Morgan, you know. But then it was nice seeing them all sad to find out about the others. And, you know, the thing with Adam, he says, they're going to look at me differently. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're only going to look at you differently if you make yourself look at you differently. The problem is that you look at yourself differently. And so because of that, you think everyone else does. And they don't. You know, they're going to look at Adam normal. It's like, all right, so he takes insulin. Big deal. You know, I wouldn't look at him any differently. I'd just be like, you know, oh, hey, insulin time. Doesn't make him any less of a person. It's just sitting right
I
there.
can see what you're doing.
Oh,
Not.
don't scare me like that, please.
I like that Morgan and Spartan bonded.
Here they come. Here's Spartan.
Okay, Spartan. Come say hi.
Come on.
Barton's like, I'm gonna say hi, my buddy.
Should I let him out now?
Hi, buddy.
We'll just take it nice and slow.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing the survivor, letting people know it wasn't a complete loss, that'll make them cheer for him because he will have been the one who made it. I mean, it's devastating. I'm tearing up again about the 20 that didn't make it. But seeing Morgan and seeing that he's surviving and thriving will make people happy because they'll see that it wasn't completely tragic. That one did survive.
Hey, come on, you're late. We're gonna get all this stuff over to the chutes.
I was having coffee
Seriously, that's your excuse?
with the fire marshal. We found the cause of the fire.
Uh-huh.
Turns out they were doing some lighting upgrades over there recently, and whoever the electrician was, well,
Fucked up.
he made a mistake.
He's like, I just want to eat. Just, give me my treats and I'm good. But yeah, that's the thing is when tragedy happens, you look for the good. I'm all messed up now. At least this finally happened when it was the last one that I'm doing for the day. So that after this I can wash my makeup off instead of having to freshen it up. Because after this I can just wash it all off. But I'm sure I look attractive. But in the face of tragedy, you look for a happy moment. And so that's what happened. That's why they're all cheering for Morgan, because he did manage to get away. I really wish the others had survived, but one made it out. So that's something to cheer and to celebrate, and everyone can enjoy that, And yeah, you saw the other people there who obviously were sad that their horses didn't make it. And I like how he said horses are family in the rodeo circuit. And I'm like, well, they'd be family anyways. So yeah, it would be devastating because that's their family. And those were lives that were lost. And hopefully the news has gotten around that it was faulty wiring and that it wasn't Tim's fault. Like I said, it could have happened anywhere. And I would be coming down hard on that electrician. I would be like, you fucking ass. You didn't, whatever you did, you fucked up. I know it was an accident and a mistake. I don't care. You fucked up.
I don't want to hear it, Jay. No excuses. I'm
You
sorry
chose
that
to
I did it
drink.
for the past few days, but that's not an excuse. Next time you want to keep up with the big boys, do it in that arena.
Uh-huh.
You're doing it.
Yeah, you still chose to drink. You could have said no. You could have just had the beer.
Hey.
Ask her and go run.
Thank you for helping me,
It's fine.
especially because of that.
You can be strong and still cry over a tragedy.
So the rodeo went well? That's great.
Memory of Ron Potter. It's related to Chris Potter? an old friend unexpectedly flies in from London, hiding the real reason for her visit. Soraya? Mallory? It's gonna be interesting. And then it says, after seeing Georgie talk to Clay, Adam becomes jealous. Well, as we know, Georgie and Clay, there's nothing going on between them. At least not now. You know, he's interested in Jade. And besides, wouldn't that be jailbait? He's a little too old for her. At least right now. But they'll get it figured out. And I like how Tim said he was crying like a baby. And she was like, well, especially. I'm like, yeah, you can still be strong and still cry over a tragedy, over those horses. These guys love to break my heart. I swear to frickin' God they do. And the guy said, Ty, we need you. So I hope we'll find out what was going on, why he was called away so suddenly with that. Obviously trying to save something. Like I said, this next one's gonna be episode 13. So I got 6 episodes left. And as we know, episode 18 will be Amy giving birth. I'm just hoping that Ty returns before that. Like episode 17. But we'll see. There's probably going to be some great big moment where he makes it right on time, you know. But Morgan is the survivor. And what about that white horse? Are they calling him Boo? Because you saw the one white horse, and I was thinking, was that Boo or was that Phoenix? It was kind of hard to tell. But, you know, I'm like, it looked like they were calling that one horse Boo, which kind of makes sense. So hopefully they'll follow up on him since he was abandoned. Because it's like, well, now they have that horse, and now, of course, they have Morgan, too. So hopefully they'll follow up a little bit more on their stories. It was nice in the other episode seeing Monty, too. Considering Amy and Monty bonded. So thank you for joining me for this reaction. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Shout out to my editor. Her link is in the description. Hire her for your editing needs if you need it. If you can, support me on Buy Me a Coffee. Link is in the description. But if you can't, I get it. I am just happy that you're here watching me for this reaction and watching me cry over 20 horses. Like I said, these guys for some reason love to break my heart. But I think I'll still watch the show. I'll see you for my next video. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.